I'll give it to you here for old Harry Truman. Harry Truman was kind of a fixture around where I grew up. My Independence was his hometown, so he'd been there a long time. And I actually met Harry a few times. Before I met him, I threw a cherry bomb in his front porch when I was 13, so that's a long story. But that was before, back then presidents didn't retire with the Secret Service. That happened the next year, and I think Johnson... So I just felt like I did my bit, for all the future president's security. And let's see here now. I'm fine. Better get the right tuning. But when Harry Truman was a Jackson County judge, he'd been backed by a local gangster, Pendergast. And once he got into office, he turned his back on Pendergast and didn't give him what he wanted. A different time. But the same company kept getting the bid on these farm-to-market roads there in Jackson County. And they'd build the roads, and every winter they'd collapse. They were pie crust roads, they called them. So in the spring, they'd get the bid again to rebuild the roads. And this had gone on for years. And Truman came in and said, no, that's got to stop now. He took over the highway department and built these farm-to-market roads that are still used today, a lot of them in Jackson County. And I thought it was just kind of an interesting little tidbit about Truman, this kind of extraordinary, ordinary guy. He came in on time, under budget, and he built those highways. If you can imagine that happening now. I don't think so. But anyway, so after I read this book about Truman by David McCullough, it's called Truman. It's quite a book. I learned a lot about my hometown I didn't know about growing up there. I wrote this song here for Harry Truman built the road. I think I'm in tune, kind of. All right. Harry Truman built a road, concrete hard, straight and true as a road corn. Harry and Bess out for war, to independence winding down the clock. Harry Truman built a road, moon and stars and all the planets have fallen down on me. Moon and stars and all the planets don't expect too much of me. My daddy hitchhiked home, slept in Lincoln's lap, made a couple thousand miles, dragging that duffel bag. The bronze star, a busted compass, a broken heart. Yeah, my daddy hitchhiked home. Moon and stars and all the planets have fallen down on me. Moon and stars and all the planets don't expect too much of me. I'm afraid of dying, going on, walking this house like a graveyard goes. Now I gotta get out of the people, bustle and drop, muscle and glisten, like an atom bomb. I'm afraid of dying, moon and stars. Every Truman built a road, concrete hard, shooting straight as a road corn. I hope there's some forgiveness for heaven me. What a paradise this world could be. Every Truman built a road, moon and stars and all the planets have fallen down on me. Moon and stars and all the planets don't expect too much of me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayo. And bass guitar.